Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelai Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs, a safe space for authenticity and transformation. We have events throughout the Pacific Northwest, many online, and tonight we have our online fair. There are 13 practitioners that are here tonight. We are going to be introducing ourselves and then answering questions from the audience for free. And then throughout the rest of the evening, practitioners are in public breakout rooms, and they're offering so many different things. It's so exciting what's happening tonight. I will put in the chat again the notes on how you can see what's happening tonight. We have a fair schedule breakout room where you can see. And then also, if you go to the website, jointhefair.com, you can see everything. Actually, I'm just going to share briefly my video so you can just see all of what's happening tonight. There's so much going on. All right, let's see. So this page, when this comes up, great, is jointhefair.com. And if you scroll down, if you get stuck, that's how you come back into Zoom. All right, so this is the flyer that shows all the practitioners that are here tonight, all their contact info, and all that they're offering. If you go looking at the details of this, you can see generally what they offer, what they're offering specifically tonight in their breakout room or in a private breakout room, and their contact info and any specials. Some people have specials for working with them after tonight. And then the offerings in the public breakout rooms are separated here by what is free. Oops, I see a glitch on my website, so I will go fix that right now. That wasn't there just a moment ago. Well, in a moment, you'll be able to see by donation, what's a small price, what's in a private room, and then the schedule. This is crazy. It didn't look like this just a moment ago. All right, let me go work on that. There's another place where you can see it too. It's fine on my screen over there. So over there, it looks fine. I'll go make sure that it's working though. Oh, technology, so much fun. All right, well, let's see. So we're going to get started doing our introductions. So you're going to have a chance to hear from everybody about what they do. I'll cycle through everyone on the screen because we have more than can fit on the screen right now. Yeah, and I'll go work on the website while we're doing that. All right, let's see. So we've got Double Susanna, and Goddess Renata, I think, are going to be the first in line. So go ahead and take a minute and tell us about all that you do. So Double.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dovelight from at Dovelight Oracle. I'm just a regular person, and as a regular person, I do have a connection to the divine. I'm able to tap in the soul frequency of your energy fields to get insight, divine insights for any question or clarity or situation that you might need that type of insight. I use the Oracle and the Tarot as a way to focus point, but the primary information I start getting when you start speaking up, because your voice is a connection to the frequency of your soul as well, the non-physical part of you. I am from Peru with an Andean and Amazonian ancestry, and I walk the Mayan path. I'm working with cacao as a plant ally and in a ceremonial way. I am also know about the Mayan cosmology, and I can help people to get a Maya reading with an indigenous person. I do my own shamanic work. I do a lot of cleansing, light of the soul retrieval, clearing the cards. I work with crystals to be able to remove, I think, from the feeling a deeper level. I love past life regression. I do light language and sound. I can also help you to unblock the chakras and the throat chakras. I basically can also do shamanic journey through distance, when means that I can go work one-on-one through your astral energy spiritual field. I work with the angelic realm. I'm very passionate about sound healing, mediumship, psychic, intuitive abilities and gifts. But it is everything to be of service of the divine. I might not be able to tell you what you want to know, but I might be able to help you to have clarity in what you need to know if you feel called to do so. And I'm very grateful to be here. I'll be in room 5. I will be doing readings by donation. And I also will do a talk about the importance of prayer for a spiritual work. It is very important to be willing to ask in order to receive. And basically, that's what I'll be doing. If you don't see me in the screen, I'll probably just say, hey, don't fly, and I'll appear. Hey, everybody.
Thank you so much, Double. Next is Susanna, Goddess Renata, and then Jenny.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susanna with Dragonfly Holistic for Body, Mind, Soul, Spirit Wellness. I'm a psychic medium, channeler, and healer, and a bunch of other things, but we won't cover that tonight. I'm in room 11 tonight. I'm offering a 10-minute clearing for current chaotic energies of the collective, and I'm also offering private sessions. And we're also, here's my speech today, or my topic. We're living in crazy making times. It can be challenging to navigate it all and still be sane, still find pockets of happiness and health. With daily high level drama, it takes a toll on the psyche and on the human body. This is betrayal from one in a trusted role. It is also a collective and a personal psychic attack and wounding that doesn't go away easily. It's trauma bonding. It's a form of psychic cement. What we see on the big screen can trigger our own unhealed stuff that we can be cleared and make room for new and positive life experiences through the clearing work that I'm offering tonight and that I do when I'm on session with you guys and when I'm off. So this allows you to expand. So it really helps counterbalance the chaos that we're currently living in, which is insane. So I hope to see you tonight in room 11. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Goddess Renata, Jenny, and then Alina.
I'm just going to take a deep breath. That was an awful lot. And I do my best to listen to what everybody is sharing. And as it moves through, and as I recommend all of us do, use that time to transmute that energy as well. So I help you create a new life story. This is Goddess Renata, New Earth Mentor. And I do that a number of different ways. I have some cards, some oracle cards that I've written. I do some numerology. I'm 68 in this lifetime. So, my journey has been one of integration, a little self-sabotage. So when I get stuck, I know how to unstick myself. I'd like to show you how to unstick yourself. And in my room, I'm doing some EFT and emotional parasite release. A couple of really snappy tools. Once you integrate them and start using them, as I have, and probably a lot of people on our panel, it's just magical. Yeah. So stop in, and I don't know if I have anything else to say. Just stop in the room, observe. Yeah. And have some fun. Have some fun. Please have some fun. Thank you, Lorelei.
You're welcome. We've got Jenny, Alina, and then Danielle, and I'm going to rotate people to get more up here on screen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jenny Capello with Miracles with Jenny, and I am a crisis, career, and life transitions coach. And I use my intuitive guidance and my practical wisdom to assist people through transitions. That includes all kinds of transitions. Many of us are going through transitions, and it can include relationship transitions. Sometimes people are concerned about their relationship, wondering if it's going to survive, wondering why they're growing faster than the other person, and is that okay? And what are we going to do about that? Wondering how they are stuck and wondering why somebody feels like they're so heavy when they're around them and they can't figure out why. I really love helping people talk through those kind of situations. Career, perhaps you've been laid off, perhaps you're thinking of some kind of new path for your life. I help people with all kinds of aspects, the nuts and bolts of career, as well as the intuitive aspect of career. And then Dark Night of the Soul, a very profound experience in terms of spiritual transformation. I understand that one from direct experience. And I have a deep heart and passion from the bottom of my heart, truly, for helping people walk through that very, very hard time. So tonight in room 8, I'm giving a talk on the power of compassion during crisis, one of my favorite topics. I'm also in my room tonight going to be doing general readings for donation. When you come into the room, you can have a general reading and just know that other people will be present in the room at those times. And then I'm also doing private sessions for $33 for 20 minutes in a private room. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Next, we have Alina, Danielle, and then Tiffany.
My name is Alina, also known as Subtle Matters, and I am a certified crystal healer, and I read the astrological oracle deck called Symbolon, and I also teach neurographics, which is a very structured form of art therapy. I will be offering the collective readings that are free by donation in my room throughout the night. And I have a selection of private readings to choose from with a discount of 20% with the code MeWe Fair. And the talk that I'm offering is titled Transformative Art for Meditation and Self-Help, What It Is and How to Do It. And that is the neurographic algorithm that I myself developed that is designed to get through this eclipse that we have coming up tomorrow. And that is one of the pictures that is never offered anywhere else because I literally just made it up. The talk is at 7:15 Pacific or 10:15 Eastern. So please stop by if you want to get a short reading, if you want to get a private reading, if you want to attend a talk. I'll be in room 1. I will talk the night away. It is very late where I am, and I'll be very happy if somebody just talks to me. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Alina. We have next Danielle, Tiffany, and then Angela.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle from Sky to See Spirituality. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader, a channel for higher guidance, and a student of the stars. I like to weave astrology and the current astrological transits and aspects happening into my readings. Crystals are also a huge part of my life and a very helpful healing tool to use. So I also have a curated collection of crystals that I sell. My work is really about helping people find clarity and healing, whether that's through my readings, through crystals, or through talking about astrology. So feel free to come by breakout room 4 at 6:45. I'll be giving a talk about September's astrology forecast, as well as offering everyone one free oracle card reading. I'm also doing mini readings by donation and half off my private readings for just $22 today. So feel free to stop by room 4.
Thanks so much, Danielle, Tiffany, Angela, and then Lynn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tiffany Rose, also known as Intuitive Tiffany Rose. I'm the founder of Galactic Mystery School and Regal Rose Consulting. I serve as a quantum soul guidance and galactic astrology practitioner, a Kundalini Reiki grandmaster, spiritual hygiene coach, and a spiritual ghostbuster. For over a decade, I've been weaving together healing, intuition, and cosmic wisdom to help people remember who they are at a soul level and step into their highest potential. My work includes everything from inner child healing and money Reiki to clearing heavy energies and unwanted spirits to galactic astrology readings that reveal your star origins and your soul path. I also happen to be a spiritual business coach and work with small businesses and coaches on websites, graphics, and more. At this fair, I'll be offering some mini sessions, 15 minutes for $25. You can choose between spiritual hygiene clearings to release stagnant or heavy energy and feel lighter and more grounded, or starseed origin galactic channeling to receive insights into your cosmic lineage and your soul gifts. I will be giving speeches on both topics tonight. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Angela, Lynn, and then Anna.
Hello, everyone. I'm Angela. I'm a Peruvian shamanic practitioner. Tonight, of spirituality, what happens when it's not all that the books often tell you it should be, when things fall apart and it feels like everything's going the wrong direction, and hopefully help you find some tools and methods to make it a little less difficult, a little less painful. So come on by tonight and let's have a chat, and I look forward to talking to you.
Thanks, Angela. Next, Lynn, and then Anna.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I am a medium, a medical intuitive, a remote viewer, and a guide consultant. So I will be in room 9 tonight, and we're going to do sort of a general Q&A about the paranormal jungle. Paranormal world and umbrella is huge, and a lot of people have questions. I'm also offering mini readings, so $10 for 10 minutes. And tonight I'm going to try something a little different. I am going to offer private readings during the fair. So those are going to be $35 for half an hour, which is considerably less than my regular out of fair rate. So if anyone's interested in that, it's an option. Meanwhile, I just, we'll see who comes, what comes up, and hopefully have a great time doing it. See you there.
Thanks so much, Lynn. Next is Anna.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I am a hypnotherapist, and I use hypnosis as a door to enter the space where we can explore your unconscious. And you have a goal, a dream. Often you also have some unconscious part which objects, which has some the agenda. So, and if you try to push through it, then it's going to push back. So it's important to go and talk to this part, but often they don't talk like we talk. They talk in imagery, in stories, in dreams. So come talk to me, and I'm going to offer many experiences. Are going to look at a dream or goal and explore, is there anything that you need to align? Thank you.
Great, thank you. I think I got all the practitioners that are here. Anyone else that I didn't include? We're also going to be joined tonight by Mike Hernandez, who does tarot readings. That's all he does is tarot. He's excited about tarot and excited to share that with you. Let's see, his talk tonight is going to be at, I think, 7:30 p.m. when he gets here. Is that right? No, let me see when he is. He's going to be at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So what the tarot can do for you, give clarity, guidance, direction, and help in a variety of ways. And then he's also got some offerings throughout the evening. He has how the tarot can help you, general Q&A that's free, a 3-card tarot reading that's $15 in his public room, or you can watch him do that for free. And then he has a tarot reading that's $30 for 10 minutes that's private. So you have all those opportunities with Mike tonight. And then we also plan to be joined by Tanya Lee, who does mediumship, oracle cards, spiritual counseling, shadow and inner child work. It's her first time with us. She's not here yet. Hopefully she makes it. Maybe she told me she's going to be here towards the later part of this hour, and I've forgotten, so hopefully she joined us. All right, and I'm Lorelei Shmayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader, body psychology coach, and matchmaker. I read your eyes, read your soul, and answer questions about your soul path. I love to use the work for matchmaking to help you find other people to connect with for a variety of reasons. And I can talk to you about all kinds of people in your life and whether your work is aligned with your purpose and all kinds of things like that. And I want to show you the website because it really was working right. It was my browser window was all messed up. So today, to find out what's going on here at this great fair with all these great people that you've just heard about, if you go to jointhefair.com and you scroll down, you will see the flyer that shows everyone that's here that I said a little about earlier. So you can see everyone's room numbers here, right? What they're offering, who they are, what they're offering specifically at the fair, and their contact info. And some people have a special tucked in here too. And then you can see what's being offered tonight divided into categories of what's free in the public rooms, what's by donation, what's a small price, private sessions. There are scheduled events tonight. This is the schedule in Pacific time. And then these are all the experiences that are happening in the public rooms or in private rooms that I've divided up into categories up here. Great. And you can see all that information inside the Zoom room. If you go to the fair schedule breakout room later, you'll see that up on the screen on that computer right over there. All right. We are getting ready to start our intuitive panel where we answer questions from the audience. We take questions on anything. You will get an opportunity to hear answers from several different people on the panel. There are a few things I need to say before we get started. One is you can come up on screen here on stage, be recorded. This is recorded and it's going to get posted on our YouTube channel. So you can ask a question and hear answers that way. If you want, you can ask a question from your seat in the audience. You will not be on screen. Your voice will be in the recording. You also can ask confidentially. If you want to message me directly and tell me that you want it to be confidential, I can ask your question for you. No one will know who you are. When you ask a question, well, I should say this is a great opportunity to learn from all that's asked and all that's answered, whether or not you are the one asking a question. This is also a great opportunity to practice opening your intuition because we're all intuitive, whether or not we know it, we're all intuitive. You might really know that you are, and you might have practiced various things. Like you might be doing card readings. And so have your deck with you. When someone asks a question, pull out some cards. See how you would answer. and then find out if the way we answer is similar to what you would say. And it's confirmation for you that we're all tapping into the same kinds of things. And of course, you might have something come through you that would be so great to share that we don't say. And then if you do have something come through you, we request that you allow the attention to stay up here on the panel during the panel itself. And then if you want, when the person's done, when we're done answering them, if you want, you're welcome to private chat them and see if they want to hear what came through you. Please wait for their answer first. Please honor whatever they share. They might feel full and not want more after our answers, and trust that it came through you for some other reason. We appreciate your spaciousness and patience with that, and totally use this though for practicing your intuition. If you ask a panel tonight, please include your full name at birth and your full birth information if you'd like to get information from our numerologists and astrologers in the way they answer. And when you ask a question, and I think this is true whenever you work with someone, and it's particularly true when you're in public, when you ask a question, when we answer, if we go deeper than you want us to go, or we talk about topics you don't want us sharing about here in this public recorded format, that's okay. Interrupt us, give us guidance, tell us you want us to stay here, and we will do that. We will aim to do that as much as we can in our answer. All right, and I've got a few people here in line. Maybe this is a follow-up to what was asked before. If you want to ask a question, it is free. Just let us know that you want to ask. And let's see, I think I've got one person in line so far. And is there anyone else? Take a quick skim. All right, great. We got another question over here. All right, great. All right, so TS, did you want to come up on stage? We're going to post them out. We got more people coming in and more people coming off.
Hello.
Oh, I heard your voice. Okay, let's see. Where are you? There you are. Okay, great. I'm going to bring you up. All right, Trisha, what is your question? I know you
Hi.
wrote some things, but go ahead and say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just feeling very stagnant and blocked. And so I was just curious if there's any insight as to why that is or what to do about it. I put my full name and birth date and birthplace in the chat. I just don't want to say it out loud for privacy, but if the reader wants to see that, it's in the chat.
Great. Thank you so much. Yep. Thank you for your clarity about that. Great. And someone asked about the unique Tanya Lee. I should be here. I've texted. She hopefully will show up here soon. So practitioners, when you want to answer the question, like Patricia Lee, you could raise your hand in Zoom. That would be the best thing to let me know that you're ready to answer. We'll be able to have several of you answer. I will time you. When you get somewhere in the 45 minutes, 50 or 45, 50 seconds, I will aim to do some version of one of these beautiful rocks on screen so you know to finish up your answer. All right, and we've got Tiffany ready to go. Go ahead, Tiffany.
So we are not saying your name, so I'm just going to say hi.
Oh, you can say your name. We're not saying all of the birth date information and all that.
Okay,
right.
perfect.
So don't say
Thanks,
all
Trisha.
that.
So when I saw your question in the chat, I started checking in right away, and I was picking up some spiritual interference. There is a spirit attached to you. They do want healing. I asked if you knew them, and it was no. So I'm thinking you might have picked it up at the grocery store or anywhere that you had gone. With your permission, I'll go ahead and clear that. The other thing that I picked up was some cords, one to the heart and one to the sacral. This might be a partner that you have or even a past partner, but definitely I was picking up someone draining some of your energy.
Oh, let's get you unmuted.
Thank you.
So does she have permission to do the different clearing that she's offering to do?
Yes. Oh, yes. I'd be happy to join her in the private room later, or if now's a good time. I just don't want to take up all the time in the main, but yes.
Well, I'll go ahead and work in the background and take care of the spirit, and then the cords would probably be something we'd want to do in private.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great, great. All right. And we've got another answer from Alina and then Dovelight and then Jenny. Alina, go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna mess with the background for a second. There we go. I told master and disciple. What I asked was the advice, and the advice is learn a little and teach a little. Find someone to learn from, and find someone to teach what you learn to. It's kind of I'm not sure what to compare it to. It's like you know, I used to teach Sunday school, and I would learn from the adult Bible study, and then go to children's Bible study and relay that same message in the children's uh, language to the children. So learn a little, and a little. Don't be stuck in either of those roles. Try to balance them out as much as you can. Okay, that's what will get you out of that stagnancy, because that will start, you know, your juices flowing. That's kind of what I got.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Next, we have Dovelight.
Thank you so much for sharing. We are under the influence of the eclipse. The eclipse doesn't necessarily affect people the same day, sometimes 3 days before, sometimes 3 days after. And this eclipse is really calling to us to help us to reevaluate if we are daydreaming too much, if we need to be grounded. So this is a good opportunity, as you are doing already, to align with the energies. I'm picking up that you are very strong, beautiful, powerful woman. You are very independent in certain ways, as well as emotionally and financially and physically. You are perhaps not in the place that you would like to be, but the angels, the spirits, or whatever you want to call it, they're asking me to please count your blessings if you haven't already doing so, because you have so much to be grateful. If you have food, if you have water, if you have to breathe, if you have a good health, then you are already more blessed than many people. And it's not that we are gaslighting, that we want to meet our goals. It's that if we only focus on what we don't have, then basically that is the blockage. That is the blockage. The abundance is gratitude. I'm seeing that you might have been working with people that there was some problems with pride, and you have to really learn how to really calm down yourself, because you want to tell them off, but it's very hard, and that's a lot of maturity. They're asking me for you to expand your vision. There is more ways to do things. There is more ways to even look for other things. They want you to compromise. Listen to your intuition 3 times and listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Thank you.
That's great. And Dovelight, like everyone else, has more to share. And so that's why I go around in the breakout rooms afterwards. Okay, let's see. Jenny's next.
Hello, thank you so much for being here tonight. So one of the things that I was noticing was I sensed in your heart area a sadness or a grief over something. And I don't know if you have a brother or a male figure or something in your life that could be associated with that, but not necessarily. And so there's the sorrow with that, and also a part of you that is so sensitive in the best possible way, and knowing that you couldn't have done anything more than you did. You did everything you could. And I really I'm not getting any information about what that was or what the story was, or else I would tell you. But there's something in you. I just keep hearing the word sorrow. And I also feel like, because you are such a beautifully, exquisitely sensitive person, there may be times where you're picking up energy even from a room you've been in, or a chair you're sitting in, or something like that. And, you know, some of the stuff that Tiffany was talking about what she was picking up, that can come also through not just energetic attachments, but actual physical objects, as you probably already know. And so what I would say is there's some work for you about processing and just allowing yourself to feel the sorrow, but just know, and a message I'm getting is you did everything you could, whatever that means to you.
Thank you.
All right, great. And next we have Anna.
So I pulled the card, and it's a very interesting card. It's a mask. So take only what you feel is applicable to you and discard all rest. So often we mistake being stuck and being exhausted. We think that we are stuck, but in fact, we just don't have enough energy to move toward things that we want, that we have in our soul that we need to accomplish. And this is because too much energy is going to maintaining this social appearance and hiding parts of us which may be weird, which maybe a little bit scary to show people. And when we are doing it, this beautiful energy, which should be directed to fulfilling your purpose, is just getting stuck. So, explore the mask.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. And I'll just say a little bit before we move on to the next question. You seem like someone that has a tendency to overgive, like you care a lot and you tend to give to so much to so many. And so I encourage you to know that you've done more than your share with everything and to come take care of yourself, to come see what you really need. Right? If you treated you the way you treated everyone else, what would you give you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your question. All right, next we have D in line with a question. Do you want to come up on screen? I'll say your name. I think you're wanting to come up, Dale. You're next in line. Are you ready to ask your question? You need to turn on your video for me to bring you up and unmute.
Yep, here we go.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to bring you up.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
I'm here with Hi.
Great. What is your question for everyone?
So, well, good evening, everyone. Thank you in advance for your insights. I have been retired 4 years now, and the honeymoon phase is over. And I'm kind of doing some soul searching to see where do I want to go next in my life. I'm 72 years old, still very energetic and have lots to give to the world. And I'm just trying to figure out where do I want to focus my energies. Thank you.
Great, thank you. All right. Who's got answers for Dale? Bring more of you up on screen. As people are checking in. All right, Alina's got something. Go ahead, Alina.
Okay, I will show you the card. And I'll explain. It made me giggle just a little bit.
I can't see the card.
Because,
Okay, there you go. Great.
yep, here we go. Yeah. I just have to remove my background to do that. So this is Nemozyme. What it gives me is I write a memoir. That's kind of where it takes me. Nemozyme is all about the past. She doesn't focus on the future. She focuses on the past. She remembers a whole lot from what happened back in the day. And if you have a lot to say, and if your life was, exciting enough for somebody else to want to learn about, and everybody's life is exciting enough for everybody to learn about. Um, what I see here is writing a memoir, literally compiling something that has your life story, so something that will give the readers or listeners the insight into how you arrived where you are now. What has happened in the previous years? I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but just whatever happened in your life before. Because Nemozyme loves and loves poking the past, and that is the process that should be easy and harmonious and almost seamless for you. Because as soon as you ask, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, Amazon, yeah, write a memoir. That's whatever that entails for you.
How interesting. Thank you. What an interesting idea.
Great, thank you. And then Anna.
So I also pull a card, and this is taking care of your own self. if you imagine that you have a car and you are so excited because now you have time and you want to go somewhere. There are so many places and you have all this energy. But first, you need to look at this car and think, my car is not new. What do I need to do to ensure that I can drive it not only today, but also tomorrow? In 10 years, 20, 40, who knows? So look inside. Look inside and ask yourself where you can give this energy to yourself and what you can adjust so you could drive this car for a very long time.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Anna. Next, we have Tiffany.
Right. So I was wondering, I guess the thing that stood out to me the most of what you said was that the honeymoon phase was over. Were you talking about your relationship?
No, the honeymoon with retirement. Like,
Okay.
you know, it was 4 years, it was all excitement and everything was new. And now I'm past like the honeymoon phase of retirement. And I'm going into a new phase of now all the newness has worn off and I've sort of found my new life in retirement. But I'm just digging a little deeper to see. I volunteer in a couple of things and I'm an active cross-country skier. I've found a lot of things, but I'm just wondering what my life purpose is at this stage of my life at 72.
What brings you the most joy?
Helping people.
Whatever brings you the most joy, whatever you feel the most curious about,
Mm-hmm.
whatever lights you up the most, I would say follow that.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Great. Anyone else have something for Dale?
Hello? Can you hear
Hi,
me?
sorry, we don't have people just
Oh,
spontaneously
sorry,
share.
sorry.
If you
Okay,
could, it's
okay,
okay if
sorry.
you could just wait. It's great. You can feel free to chat me something if you have something you want to share. Yeah, any practitioners on the panel? Anyone have anything else to share with Dale? Dale, I know some of the different things that you're involved in, and I guess I encourage you to maybe just for practice, so you stay connected to you of noticing how much you really enjoy every activity in your life. Like really rate them. Like what are the things that are so high and what are the things that aren't so high, right? And
Mhm.
focusing on those, and then going back to, is there anything as a little kid you so wanted to do
Mhm.
that you've never done? So go looking for what those things are. And then also helping people gives you so much fulfillment. So like dive into that deeper. What does it give you? What does that feel like? How do you know that that's so fulfilling? To find out if there's something else underneath that that
Mhm.
is getting soothed or satisfied or fulfilled, and just play with that.
Yeah,
See what shows up from that.
very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, great. Thank you so much, Dale.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, then we've got M. Wanted to ask a question. Do you want to come up on stage? Was ME? Go find who you are, where you are. Aha, you want to come up? You're, I can't, you're muted. Whoops, no, I just muted you. Let's unmute you again. Okay, great. You want to come up?
Yes, hi, I'm
All
Megan.
right, great. Thanks so much.
My question mainly is I'm having my 49th birthday in 3 days. And the end of the 40s is going through, and I'm just completely lost on where I should go with my future you know, and asking for advice.
Okay,
I
great.
guess you could say 49 crisis, like midlife crisis sort of thing.
Great. Yeah, and I just put your information back in the chat for the people doing all that. Oh, and let's see, Devlight's got something to share. Let me get Devlight up here. All right, Devlight, go ahead.
Oh my God, what a time to celebrate life. It is very important to acknowledge that we are cycles. We are in nature, that is cycles. We are cycles. And it is normal to feel a little bit of fear or what are we supposed to be doing in this world? We have more than one mission One of the most beautiful missions we all can do is be kind. What I'm picking up here is that you have many victories. You have a beautiful heart. And believe it or not, I can see like the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. It is that passion with the emotional intelligence. But they're asking you to please do not fight with yourself. I feel like it's also about not self-sabotaging in your mind that you don't have nothing else to offer, because you do a lot. You're going to be very successful. Acknowledge the peace that you have now. Nothing is more valuable than your peace. If you look back at your life and there were moments that you wish you had the peace that you have now, or that you wish that you can make peace for your life now. So my recommendation is to really evaluate what is it that you truly feel passionate, would love to bring more into your life. But do not keep it just in the air, because a lot of people just think about it. Sometimes it's necessary to put it down on paper. Let's say, for example, I always wish that I could visit that lake or travel this place, but I never do it. Why? Why haven't done it yet? And is that something that my soul is calling it? Once you really feel like that's one key point that you would like to move forward in your life, then you buy the ticket, or you plan when are you able to go, who to go with. Same thing for goals in jobs and projects. It's about making time to listen to your heart, put it on paper, put it in a physical place, and once you have it there, you can take actions upon it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Many blessings on your new cycle.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Let's see. Next in line, we have Danielle. Let me get Danielle up here. All right, great. Go ahead, Danielle.
Okay, hello. I pulled up your birth chart just to kind of take a look. There's a few things in astrology that you can take a look at to try to find your purpose. And it's interesting that we are going into eclipse season. We've got one tomorrow that's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. And this is kind of going hand in hand with your birth chart. So I'm just going to read you some information that I had pulled up that you can kind of dive deep into. And I can also send you a direct message with some of this information too. But your North Node you have in Scorpio. And so your North Node is something that you look to for this lifetime to look at your soul path and what aspects you need to embrace. With your North Node being in Scorpio, that's asking you to embrace a lot of transformation. It requires depth, it requires shadow work and intimacy. And if your North Node's in Scorpio, that means your South Node is in Taurus. And those are elements that you want to sort of move out of and embrace things in your North Node in Scorpio. So you're kind of moving from this physical, material security and stability of Taurus, oftentimes can be stubborn and doesn't like change, and really embracing change, embracing transformation. And you do that from your emotional state too. So if you feel like you've had kind
I'm
of
sorry,
these...
we're running out of time, so you can just finish up.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. So I would just recommend to maybe dive into your astrology a little bit more with your North Node, and I'll send you a direct message of what you can take a look at in your chart too and do some research.
Thank you so much. It's kind of funny because my son's a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Great. All right, we've got Anna, Susanna, and Goddess Renata next.
So I'll be brief because I pulled the card Celebrate, and Dog Light was talking about it. So again, celebrate.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
And then Susanna's next.
So when you first came on, I heard, be here now. And then I just looked at my charts and it says security. So really be in your body, be secure within yourself, and go with the flow.
Okay.
Things will unveil as you stay present for your future. You know, because you're in that 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Well, so you're rocking back and forth. Also, Tai Chi would help just to bring in movement and groundedness as well. So some of those daily practices as you transition this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. And next we have Goddess Renata.
Hi, Megan. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm decent. I'm decent. So, Miss Megan, what's really interesting, even aside from you maybe not knowing about your astrology or, your numbers and what those relate to, when you start tuning into what you're asking for, you start getting different answers.
Okay.
So, what I believe I heard you say was, I'm stuck. I don't know
Yes.
what my purpose is. Okay. And then I would say to the side of you that's always questioning, so what? Maybe we can make it up as we go along. Certainly, there's something that I enjoy. Even if I don't get paid for it, it's not acknowledged. It's a vision I thought that maybe couldn't come true. Is there something like that for you?
Not that I can think of off this moment.
Any moment, any lifetime, any incarnation, any dream, any like, ooh, that'd be cool to do that ever in your whole life, in your whole 49 years. Is there something?
Skydiving.
Wait, sweet, skydiving. So
I am definitely afraid of heights, though. But
okay,
I don't know why.
You're afraid of heights. That's cool. You're afraid of heights. So what's really cool is once you can kind of claim something, you can kind of build from that. You don't have to be there totally, but you can build from that.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Great. And we've got one more response from Tiffany.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Reaching almost 50 is kind of a landmark. And, it's time to start really paying attention to yourself, what you'd like to do, what really excites you. But to be able to do that, there's a component to spiritual hygiene of needing to manage your energy and noticing when you've picked up someone else's energy that might be influencing you and leaving you feeling a little bit lost or not knowing, what do I even want to do? I'm definitely feeling like there's some influence coming in, and taking care of noticing when you've picked up somebody else's energy or when someone else might be influencing you is going to be a big help to knowing which direction you really want to go in.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Megan. Appreciate you jumping up here with a question.
Thank you, everyone. Very helpful.
Great. All right, let's see. We have an anonymous question next. So let's see, I'm going to read this out. So someone's asking, and I sent several of you their data, if that helps you with an answer. They want to know, have I met my twin flame in this lifetime? So I want to say a little bit about twin flame and soulmate, because they're different. And the way you ask your question makes me think that maybe you're asking about meeting a soulmate. But I think that the way some people interpret twin flames is that there's an important spiritual connection between the people. But it doesn't mean that you actually are in a romantic relationship during this lifetime. Sometimes it feels like a tortured relationship. You can't be together. Like there's stuff always in the way. So your wording and where your words come from will really matter here. And by simply asking the question, I'm a matchmaker. So simply hearing you ask the question in this way tells me that you haven't, and you know that you haven't, or you wouldn't be asking this question. You feel some doubt about whatever relationship you have wondered might be it. And the doubt that you feel is true, to listen to that. And I feel like, to me, a soulmate is someone that your soul connects so deeply with and feels so at ease with, feels so met by. Usually it's someone that has a similar soul. So I think of lots of people as soulmates. You could say if this is you, there's a field of people around you that would be your soulmates. And certainly as we narrow in and they're so much more similar and have such a more similar path and such a similar place in evolution of their soul, more and more of that is, they become more of a soulmate. There are lots of people that are soulmates. So to me, my answer is no, you haven't met your soulmate, or maybe you've met lots of people that could be your soulmates and you've not recognized them as your soulmates. That would be another way to answer too. All right, and Dovelight has an answer for you. Go ahead, Dovelight.
Thank you so much for asking that question. That's actually one of my favorite topics because we do have a connection to certain soul groups, to certain soul beings, because the emotional connection is the one that can help us to grow up the most. Like those emotional affection that we have for people have the potentials to make us grow and expand. So it doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but that's not, I don't know how to say in English. It doesn't matter if you think it was your soulmate, your twin flame, your karmic, your this and that. The most important thing, if you feel comfortable with that person and if that person is in harmony with what you want. Many times we forget to ask ourselves what is it we truly want, and we try to hide our own heart by the label of a soulmate or a flame or my twin. So it is very important that we honor this time to reflect what is it that I truly want in a relationship, and if I'm willing to meet people and to get to know people. Do I believe I'm worth enough to meet people? Am I worth enough to keep a relationship? Do I believe it? And if I believe it, how much am I willing to stand, to let go, or keep in? So it is very important to honor that. There is no such a only person one for you. There is thousands of possibilities, but two people have to be willing to work together for that. I can see that you have the Hermit, King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. What am I saying the cards are loud? Because I feel like you truly have a path where you, most of your lifetime, have you been alone. There is a potential sweeter in your life with the King of Wands, but it is very important that you honor your victories, that you trust yourself. Queen of Cups, you are emotionally prepared to be in a relationship. However, don't focus only in judging others in a way that might be like I don't want to call blockage, but a wall for your fears. There's a high probability that suitor is coming into your life for you to start a relationship, but it's very important that you feel joy in all that you do. Okay, thank you.
Great. And I think, Tiffany, did I see your hand up there a moment ago?
Yes, I was just going to say, in some schools of thought, twin flames are said to be a soul that split into two and twins of each other. Now, I just want to caution you to not put, even if you do believe this person is your twin flame, to not put them on a pedestal because of the title, and to really just focus on the relationship and who they are. Each relationship that we have is going to have some flares, ups and downs, and to just really be grounded in your relationship and what you want out of the relationship. I'm not going to go too far on this, but I just wanted to say be careful, be wary of putting the person on a pedestal because of the title of soulmate or twin flame. I've even been caught in that trap in the past, and I would just say be careful about putting people on a pedestal because of the title.
Okay, great. Anyone else have any answers for our anonymous question? No, Angela's got something. Go ahead, Angela.
I've got a very resounding no and a very resounding this person's leading you down the wrong path, away from where you need and want to go. I get a visual of you're crossing a desert. If you turn away from this person and cross the desert, you come to an oasis. You will find what you're looking for, but it's not this person. I'm not saying that they're necessarily intentionally harmful or anything sabotaging you or anything like that, but they're not in alignment with where you're trying to go or meant to go.
All right, great. Thank you so much, person, for anonymously asking a question. We appreciate having the opportunity to honor that for you. All right, great. Next we have your name begins with an R. I know who you are. Are you wanting to jump up here in the front? It's you. I'm asking you to unmute and turn on your video. Okay, great. Want to come up? I guess I have
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and sorry, Lynn, did you have one more answer for our anonymous question? No? Okay. Let me go ahead and remove spotlight. And oh yeah, turn on your video again, please, so I can bring you up. R. Raj Beer. All right, there you go. Great. What is your question?
I've had this for years, but there's just something related to my feet that I can't just shake. And now that feeling turned into foot fracturing, and I've noticed that I passed it on to my children as well. I kind of just want to know what is telling me and what I need to heal. And then the second thing was that I just lately been feeling very tired and sleepy all day, and I'm doing absolutely nothing compared to what I used to do before. So I just want to know about those two things. If there's something I picked up that I need to let go, or something's draining me, just anything. Thank you.
And you said something, and you wrote about like you said foot fracture, which was like a breakage. Did something
Mhm.
energetically with your feet?
Like physical, like a ligament fracture.
Okay, so soft tissue, or like, okay, great. And so Lynn, you have an answer for Raj Beer, is that what? Go ahead, Lynn.
Okay. I just got several very practical hits right away. So feet, of course, are foundation. So I'd be looking at foundation issues in your life. So
Okay.
that can be physical, mental, emotional. Financial is the one that I keep getting hit on.
Mhm.
Maybe you were talking about, feeling like feet were dirty or whatever. Um, if there's any sort of, shall we say, not completely on the up and up aspects to financial security, you might want to clean house, whatever that may be. I'm not getting details. That's just kind of the general message I'm getting. Okay, so feet, foundation, look across the spectrum with foundation in mind. And then you were said in your note to all of us that especially this seems to be impacting not only your children but your eldest child in particular. What I'm getting with that is a very practical, literally balance, like physical balance issues, which of course can lead to us doing all kinds of wonky things and then lead to injury if we're not quite sure about our balance. So I'd look into that. I mean, as in go to a doctor kind of thing. Last but not least, in terms of energy, for you, look into autoimmune. That was the big hit I got, is see if there's some sort of autoimmune thing going on with you, because that can be draining your energy. So can a lot of other things, but that's the first thing I got. So that's what I got.
Okay, great.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lynn. Angela's next, and we've got a lot of people in line.
Hi, hon. As soon as I saw your question pop up into the chat, I've got a very strong visual. The chakras in your feet are all gunked up and spinning the wrong direction. You've literally got chains around both your ankles holding you to the ground, so you're not able to move, thus causing the feet issues. This is very strongly a past life issue. I could see a gentleman, I don't know who he is, or how far in your past he is, but he's standing behind you. I don't know exactly what the scenario in the past life is, but it's definitely a very strong connection. And yes, these things can impact the children because it's the lineage that's impacted. So that's something to explore. Also, as far as the exhaustion, that can partly be from this past life issue, but it's also important to always consider the physical health. There are just too many physical issues that could be secondary, related or not, from a scenario like this, and it would be well worth going if you haven't recently and having a full blood panel and just making sure there's nothing going on there with you.
Okay.
All right, great. Thanks, Angela. I think Devlight is next.
Yeah, I was picking up the same thing. Please go to the healthcare provider that you trust the most to do like a blood panel, you check your vitamins, your thyroid, because many underlying conditions might be in problems with the feet. So I leave that to your own judgment. Energetically, I see that there is some tendency to fear and worry about things that haven't even happened yet, but we're already putting ourselves with that level of anxiety. We worry too much. Worrying or being worrying, it's normal, but when we drown into all that worriness, into all the fear, then we create like a blockage energetically, because our thoughts create our reality. It is very important that you connect with whatever the deity, God, whatever you call it, back to your faith, to know that everything happened in divine timing. It is very important to go back to that place of safety, that something is meant to happen when it's meant to happen, and I trust that confidence in things is going to happen. You need more like relaxing time, chill time, more self-care to yourself. I was picking up an ancestral pattern in the maternal lineage with the feet. I feel like somebody we didn't want to go to move away from a village to another. So there might be an entanglement in the family ancestral lineage where there was somebody who truly have to leave and didn't want to leave, but need to leave their town for economic, financial reasons to help their family. And that person left the town. So there is something in the feet that you could easily help you to alleviate energetically if you put your feet in the ground. In a garden, in a safe space, just put your feet in the ground and breathe it out. Visualize yourself breathing it out. I feel like that's something that could be clear with energy work. Also, we're in the eclipse. So if in an indigenous ancestral traditions, we recommend that we do not go under the eclipse because that weaken the body, the bones, and the immune system. So try to be inside a house or in a place, something. Don't go too much outside until the full eclipse passes.
Great. Thank you so much, Dovelight. Next, we have Jenny.
Thank you for coming on the panel tonight and talking to us. So I have a couple brief things. First of all, are you feeling a sense of part of you that's trying to advance spiritually, or like your energy is pulling you one way, but this physical stuff is going the other way? Does that feel accurate to you? That's
Yes.
what I'm thinking. Yeah. So I feel like everything everybody said tonight is completely part of the whole picture. And I also feel like part of the exhaustion is that you're going like this with your energy and you're really excited about that. And these other things are kind of like this,
Mm-hmm.
weighing you down. And so I think as you work on that physical realm with the very practical, wonderful things people have been saying tonight, that'll start calming a little bit. You'll have clarity, and then you'll be able to kind of adjust as some of these other energies are going on, because there is, I feel and sense, a rapid transformation also happening for you. And some of what might be going on physically could also just be that movement on a spiritual, energetic level that's kind of, making you go like this, feel a little rocky sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Tiffany's next.
Okay, so when I first heard you start talking, I had also written down to have labs run. So I'm going to echo that, even though it's already been said. I was asking if it was related to heavy metals, and I was hearing no. Maybe more on the vitamin imbalance. Sometimes when we're deficient, it can make us feel really tired, but also if you're toxic in a certain vitamin, it can make you feel really tired. So definitely recommend having a panel run. There's also some deeper tests that you can do besides just blood work. There's a company called Genova. You can ask your doctor for it. There's tests that you take at home, and it gives you a more comprehensive view of what you have going on in your gut microbiome. I've actually done these tests, and one of my daughters has done them, but they'll check for things like parasites, different autoimmune things, different your whole vitamins, whether you're deficient or toxic. I got like a 30-page report from doing something like that. So recommend doing something a little bit more intense. I also did kind of a spiritual check-in. I was sensing some entities attached to you, and I did say that plural. There's a group of them that are maybe traveling together. I'm happy to clear those for you with your permission, of course.
Yes,
Not
please.
all. Okay, so I'll do that once I stop talking. I was also hearing that you need to do a house clearing. So with having entities attached to you, you want to have your kids checked and just check your whole house that, it's clear from everything.
Great. And then Alina's got something. We're going to be getting on to breakout rooms.
I'll be quick, I
Yeah.
promise. I didn't pull a card. This is the suggestion of a crystal healer here. There is another chakra that is not very well known, and that's called Earth Star chakra, and that is the one that's located right underneath your feet. And the one crystal and I literally just channeled that doesn't happen to me very often. The one crystal that you can work with to work with that Earth Star chakra underneath your feet. It's called chrysanthemum stone. Sorry. Um, it's a black and white stone. It's black and it has a white pattern of chrysanthemum on it. You can Google and see the pictures. Usually rock shops will have those. You can just meditate with it, just sit with it, look at it. It's very pretty. And you can put it under your feet when you are on the bed, just put it kind of like right where your feet end. You know what I mean? Like on the bed,
Yeah.
just kind of leave with it. and let it work. Okay, the chrysanthemum stone is what it's called. Yeah, that's
You say
kind of what I get.
chrysanthemum?
Chrysanthemum, like the moms, the flowers, chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. Okay.
Chrysanthemum stone.
Great.
Thank you.
Got one more answer for you. Goddess Renata's got something. Go ahead.
Yeah, ditto to what everybody shared with you. That when you first started talking, I heard liver. And so a little bit of repressed anger. It kind of fits in if you've had to, in another time you had to do something you didn't want to do, whatever that was about. You can bring that forward. There's some specific acupressure points you can work to release the liver. There's some herbs you can take for that. But on the psychospiritual side, if you can hone that you're pissed off about something to yourself, by yourself, it doesn't even matter, okay? And if it makes sense, come and see me. We can tap that out for you. I can show you how to tap that out and keep that clear, as well as keep yourself clear from any kind of emotional parasites that attach to you from this looping thought. And then, do what your wisdom tells you. Go get a blood panel if that feels right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
Great. Thanks so much, Goddess Renata. I want to say, too, that you're probably going through finally letting your energy relax after, years and years and years of giving all this away to so many other people. And you're home more now. So have you been with your kids a lot more also for a lot of the last month? And kids can be really tiring. You got a few of the kids, right? So because you've been home with them a lot more than you have. So I just thought all those other things just about your life too. And so just finally feeling the tiredness that you've pushed aside for so long. So in addition to all these other things, just know that might be there too.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
There
Thank
they
you.
are. All right, great. Thank you so much for your question. All right, we have one more practitioner that's joined us. So Mike, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we're going to be getting off to the breakout room shortly.
Hi, my name is Mike Hernandez, and I'm a professional tarot reader. My readings are focused, practical, and realistic, and they bring you clarity, guidance, and direction. I'm the only single modal person on the panel today. I do tarot today, tarot tomorrow, tarot forever. So come see me for a tarot reading. See all these wonderful people that are here. Have a great time at the fair, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Great, thank you so much. I've been putting some things in chat describing all of the different events that we have going on. We're going to be splitting into public breakout rooms where every practitioner has their own public room. You're welcome to go in and out of those rooms throughout the rest of the evening. There are different things that are being offered in every room. Some of them are free, some are just free to watch. Some are by donation, some have a small fee. Some practitioners are available for private sessions. There are a number of talks that are happening. We have a set of scheduled events, and I've put those in the chat just above too. I'll hook together as one comment. So at 6:15, The Power of Compassion in a Crisis with Jenny in room 8, and then 6:30, and this is all Pacific time, group clearing for these crazy times we're living in with Susanna in room 11, and it just goes on and on. So about every 15 minutes, we've got new things. I'm going to be announcing those, so you'll see that come across your screen. I'm going to be able to help you move from room to room, or you can move yourself. So Zoom has set it up so you can move yourself now. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the recording so we can all get started moving. I've made a number of you co-hosts too, so anyone else that needs to be a co-host, let me know. So you can find out all about our events at MeWeFairs.com. This is going to be posted on YouTube, and I've probably got the YouTube link somewhere right around here, although, of course, I can't see it at the moment. Oh, no. Okay, I can't see it. I'll get that in the chat, too. So this and all of our other past fairs are all up there on YouTube. So the MeWe Fairs YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you so much for asking questions on the panel. Thanks for being here at the fair. Please go and see your practitioners. Do some sessions with them. Do the ones in the public room, do the ones in the private room. That's what supports us to be able to be here to keep offering these fairs. We deeply appreciate you doing this with us. MeWeFairs.com.
That hands up is for a co-host.